I'm Philip Wiley. I'm a penetration tester. My title is Hacker in Residence. I work for Psycognito. I'm the internal penetration tester and a offensive cybersecurity evangelist. I've been pen testing for almost 11 years, been in cybersecurity for almost 19 years, spent the first 5 years of my offensive security career as a consultant. And then since then, I've been working as an internal resource pen testing. I used to teach web app pen testing and pen testing at Dallas College, taught there for almost 4 years. I am the content or the concept creator and co-author of the book, The Pen Tester Blueprint, Starting a Career as an Ethical Hacker. Because while I was teaching and as I've mentored people over the years, there were a lot of good resources on learning pen testing, but no one was sharing what the prerequisites were. What did you need to know before starting a career as a pen tester? And in the book, it shares the prerequisite knowledge that you need, the different courses that you can take, and different certifications that help start a career in pen testing. People in penetration testing use open source intelligence to collect information on their target. So if you're doing a penetration test of a company, then you can use OSINT to find out more details. Maybe you can find some resources that wasn't in the scope that you were given, and especially helpful if you're doing social engineering to collect information on the people. So you could see people that work for the company, so you kind of know who to try to social engineer, kind of select your targets using those techniques. How I developed my OSINT skills that I have today was through multiple courses. One of the first pen testing courses I took was the OSCP. They had some OSINT related stuff in there, like ReconNG and Harvester for collecting email addresses for phishing. And then also when I went through the SANS GWAPT cert, which Mike was actually one of my instructors in, I got to learn some good OSINT stuff there, like ReconNG, Shodan, and some other tools. So that's basically how I built my skills over the years. And also took a course by Joe Gray a couple years back, one of his Trace Labs trainings for the people CTFs through OSINT. One case where I used OSINT on a pen test. It was a full scope pen test, so social engineering, physical, security assessment was all included in this pen test. And so being a black box blind type pen test, we did not have IP addresses. So it was up to me to collect all the IP blocks, domains, and do subdomain enumeration. And one of the things I did is I went through and collected all the information. I ran the tool Shodan. Shodan is a lot of times referred to as like the hacker's browser or search engine, actually. So you're able to search on different vulnerabilities, and Shodan, I guess, crawls different websites and sees different vulnerabilities. So for instance, if there's like IoT devices that are vulnerable out there, they have default creds, or there's something vulnerable, sometimes it'll be just listed in Shodan. You can search on particular items and see if those are listed in there. But one of the things too is like different webcams, people have insecure cameras or security cameras, you're able to go collect that information. So it makes it a lot easier for people to find this information without really that good of OSINT skills. And I was able to find an FTP server in Indonesia running clear text FTP, which is a security risk. I wasn't able to successfully exploit that system and brute force the passwords, but this was a vulnerability, FTP, clear text, exposed to the internet. And it wasn't any of the network blocks. I just did a search on the company name, and the login header for FTP login message had the company name in it. And so that's how I was able to detect it using Shodan. So I was able to uncover a vulnerability that otherwise would have been overlooked. Yes, some tips I have for folks that are wanting to get into pen testing. Some good starting places that I really like is TryHackMe is a good one. I like that it's hands-on. There's labs there. It's not just watching videos or reading. It actually gives you step-by-step instructions on how to perform different types of reconnaissance and different types of exploits, different hacking techniques. So that I really like. And also Hack the Box Academy is really well. They've kind of took a page from the playbook of TryHackMe and created their own product, which is a little more extensive, and where a lot of the stuff on TryHackMe, a lot of it's community-based. The stuff on Hack the Box Academy is created by their instructors. One of their people there that manages the content was a former instructor and director for eLearn Security, and it's really good content. Also, something for some of the less expensive types of training that's pretty good is the Cyber Mentor, the Cyber Mentor Academy. He's got some really good, inexpensive pen testing courses. Most of them are around $30 or $40 each. So those are some good places to get started. And using stuff like TryHackMe or Hack the Box are a good way to practice those hacking skills. And if you want to get into things a little more advanced, Hack the Box has some more advanced content there, as well as you can even journey off into like the offensive security stuff, that the OSCP courses and that type of stuff. That was one of the ways I gained my hacking skills. When I got started in pen testing, I'd worked at AppSec for like 7 years. I'd run vulnerability scans. I'd managed some pen tests, but didn't have those hacking skills. And I took the OSCP to help gain those skills. So my best advice for anyone starting out, regardless whether you're wanting to specialize in OSINT, penetration testing, any area of cybersecurity, is networking. So get involved with your local meetups, your local OWASP groups, your DEF CON groups. Go to conferences. The B-Sides conferences are typically free to low cost. Get out there and meet some people. You can find a mentor or other people that can share information with you. One of the things I found very valuable when I was getting into pen testing is I found 3 others that were going through the OSCP the same time that I was. And back then, there really wasn't, Twitter really hadn't taken off so much as a resource for InfoSec, but we met on a message board for, people that are trying to get different certifications. We met and started a virtual study group. So we're able to share different tools and techniques and stuff that helped out a lot going through the OSCP.